This episode of the Triangle Offense podcast is hosted and sponsored by Unheralded Media. Unheralded Media is a digital media collective formed all by the love of basketball. So if you make videos, podcasts, articles, or you're a photographer or a videographer, and you love and specialize in making content surrounding the game of basketball, come to Unheralded and we'll host and sponsor your content. Whether it's NBA, WNBA, NCAA, or even the high school level, we'll take in your content and you can join us and form a special community. So if you do want to join, DM us at Unheralded on Instagram, Twitter, and all the other social media platforms you can find on our website, www.unheralded.xyz/web. Thank you for listening. Welcome back to another episode of the Triangle Offense podcast, the only podcast that can give you more episodes than Julius Randle can give you made baskets in an NBA game. How we feeling today?
Today's a good day, man. Actually,
Mike,
today's not.
Mike, you like that?
Yeah, what? No.
He just started dying off.
Bro, what?
That caught him off guard.
Nah, he been practicing that one. He was waiting to use it.
All right, what's good, y'all? Yo.
So obviously this is the first episode where we got basketball back. We had a very solid 2 weeks of NBA basketball to look over. Opening week, of course, and then last week, starting Friday, we had the in-season tournament. First and foremost, how you feeling about them courts?
I'm not gonna lie, the courts is fire.
I'm not gonna lie. Certain courts are fire, but like other courts aren't fire. Like at first, when I had a first glance at them, like the pictures on like that they were showing before they were like on the court for real. Those pictures made the courts look bad. But like for some, like I ain't gonna lie, they look better than what those pictures like. It's like we got catfished by the first picture, kind of, because they look better than what it looked to be first glance.
I feel like an old head, bro. Them just hurt my eyes so bad. Like the OKC one was hard, but like everything else was hurting my eyes, bro. Like,
I feel like this whole in-season tournament thing was just to get a court for like city jerseys and stuff like that. When I feel like they just always did that with the city jerseys in general.
It's mad extra stuff overall.
Yeah,
like that's gonna need to be like drawn back.
Yeah, they could have definitely just kept the city jerseys and then added the courts if they wanted to.
But like them first in-season games was kind of fire. Like
for sure.
Like when we going through it, like we're gonna get to it, but the Warriors one was fire.
That Warriors one was fire. I ain't gonna lie, OKC got cheated low key, but
the Heat one was fire, but it was really just because Tyler Hero was really was cooking. Like
I said, Tyler Hero looking like that guy right now.
He is.
He's the best player on the Heat.
100%. All right, for this episode, we're gonna just run through some of our takeaways of the first 2 weeks of opening basketball. But we're gonna organize it a little bit. So we're gonna look at Vegas, the over/under odds for the win totals of each team. I'm gonna say we're gonna go through all 30 teams. I'm gonna say the number that Vegas has for each team, and all three of us, we're gonna say whether we're gonna take the over or the under based off of what we've seen these first 2 weeks, and then we're gonna kind of defend ourselves a little bit by just going through our takeaways for each team. So that's going to be how we're going to run it today. And like usual, we're going to start it with the Atlanta Hawks. Now, Vegas got the Hawks at 41.5 wins. Mike, you taking the over or you taking the under?
Over 41.5. I would take the under. I say they probably win 40 games. Like not too crazy. Nothing like 5 or nothing like that. So I'll say 40. I'll say 40. Maybe even exactly at 41. But I don't necessarily see him winning more than that.
Nah, I agree.
Yeah.
See, for me, I also took the under. I will say, like, starting the season, Trey Young looked absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we were going into the season kind of talking about how like Trey's kind of regressed in like a very weird way. So you all kind of expected this season he would just kind of get back to what we were more used to.
Shut the haters up.
And it was looking even worse those first few games. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
And then on
I
top of
mean,
that,
he had a
go
good
ahead.
game last game.
He did. Like he
Yeah,
started.
they
He
on the
started to pick it up.
He just need to get back. Like he just need to get back comfortable. I mean, it's not the worst it can be.
And
Like
then
he's still playmaking. It's just his shooting numbers, like we said. But
and then like just not just Trey, but like the team overall. Like the first few games, it looked like nobody was on the same page. Like
not
how
worried.
we're saying now, it looks like this kind of started to get in rhythm. It looked like Quinn Snyder is really starting to figure out some of the rotations. Like I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I know he started Jalen Johnson like the last few games, and I agree. Like I thought he should be thought he should have been starting at the beginning of the season. So it's
I
like
would have started him last year, to be honest.
nah, weird because like when they traded for Sadiq Bey, I did not know why they started to start him like off the rip.
Yeah.
But it's like now that we're starting to see Quinn Snyder kind of like play with the rotations a little bit, and they're starting to get into rhythm. I kind of I have faith with them, like finishing out the rest of the season, at least to like the All-Star break. I think that they'll kind of get back on track to where we kind of expect them to be. I think a lot of people still see them as like a playing team, and I feel like that's a fair viewpoint. But I feel like a player like Trey Young, like he should be running a ship where it's like this should be a playoff team. But I think I still take the under only because I feel like they're gonna have a very like inconsistent season, in my
Yeah,
opinion.
I could see mid season when it's time to make that playoff push, them being very up and down. Like
Now we're
so
you taking the over or the under?
it's
I think I'm
41.
gonna take that. I'm gonna take the under.
Mm-hmm. I feel
Just,
like we all on the same page. We see it like
yeah,
40, 39.
I don't see them really like. I don't see them really being a good regular season team.
No word.
If they're gonna make a push, I feel like it's gonna be towards the playing tournament into the playoffs. I don't really see them being a good regular season team. So
See, they can't risk nothing like that though, because that was what they was doing last year, and they ran into playoff Jimmy,
not word.
and that was a different story. Now this one easy. Boston 54.5 wins. I'm taking the over.
Over. Yeah.
I'm not.
I'm taking the over.
They look like a 65 win team this year, bro. I'm gonna be real with you.
I don't know about 65, but 60,
Yo,
yeah.
bro.
They're giving me 70 wins
Yo.
and a championship.
Y'all
I'm calling it
love
right
this.
now. I'm putting that on Michael. Jaylen Brown Finals MVP.
Yo, chill, bro. Chill, bro. Y'all love
Nah,
jinxes.
but like,
y'all get the aftermath when that junk actually don't happen.
nah, but for me, I feel like this is an obvious over. They just playing like they're dominating teams early out the gate.
Like it's not even close. Like it's blowouts after blowouts after blowouts. Like it's not even.
It's just like a perfect paper to court type of team. You already know how I feel about that starting five. Like we already seen like Porzingis already is a perfect fit. Like all the rotation pieces that they have around it really the ability of that starting five really gives the rest of the team the space to like play and elevate away from the superstars. Like when it's not Tatum and Brown and it's White and Holiday out, like when they be playing O'Shea and Delano and stuff like that, and like they don't lose their pace. And it's like a lot of benches do not be having that type of
Those
like
are high energy players too, I think.
yes, bro. Like so that's why I'm saying that's an easy under for me. Like for me, they're easily the best team in the East. I would even say they're the best team in the league, honestly.
Nah,
No
yeah.
disrespect to the Nuggets, because the Nuggets is still the Nuggets, but that's just how I feel. So I feel like we all taking the over. Mike,
Yeah,
you
we
you,
take it
you
over.
want to add something? You want to add something?
Nah, you explain everything perfectly. I mean, there's nothing I need to say after that. You got Jason Tatum still like averaging 30, and he's being efficient at that. Um, yeah, that's it, bro. I don't.
Brooklyn, we got Brooklyn. Brooklyn is 37.5, and for me, I think I'm gonna still take the under on that. Honestly, I mean, like just like from what we've seen so far these first 2 weeks, the first thing I want to say is like I know Ben Simmons has a lot of pressure for his name just to
I'm gonna be real. Ben Simmons has been playing really well.
like I know it's a lot of pressure on his name just to become that guy that he was a few years ago, but like for what it is, he's really been giving that team a lot of effort. And like if you want to keep it a buck, he's been running that offense like an engine, bro.
Yeah,
Not
Like
worried.
like I forgot which game it was. He was just outlet passing like crazy, and it was perfect each time. Like he and it's like that's a perfect team to like kind of just have running because they a lot of that bench is
that's
like
a
young.
that's an easy running gun team. Like easy,
Exactly.
easy.
And then like the defense do check out. I mean, obviously like Claxton hasn't really been able to play. I feel like once he's like consistently back is going to come to a different level. But they just have so many players who have the ability. It's like it doesn't even matter who's out. It's like that part is going to uphold itself. I think the only thing about the Nets is that their offense is kind of stagnant, and that's just kind of because they don't really have offensive engines. They just kind of have guys who can be aggressive and give you a bucket every now and then. Like Mikal Bridges, like as the games add on, he's becoming like more aggressive in terms of just his willingness to be the guy to take the shot at the end of each possession if it gets rocky. But other than that, like it's really not a lot of guys they can look to. Of course, the Cam Thomas project, like I like the way we seen Cam Thomas the last few years. It was kind of like he would go when he would play, he would go crazy, and then they wouldn't play him. But I was still kind of like up in the air whether or not like he really was legit. It's like it's like every time you go out there, it's like all he do is score. It's like I don't even know he don't pass. He just score and he do it good. So it's like,
Not worried.
and I feel like Jack Vaughn like really like inspires him. I feel like the last coaches that he had really wasn't all that good for his development. So I feel like in like 2 or 3 years he's gonna be like a bona fide starter. If not by the end of this season, based on how he's going. But
He's
I
already a starter.
yeah, I'm not worried, but it's like on and off. Like they be
He's
having
saying like,
ability.
yeah,
Yeah. Like bona fide, like easy. Like that's his spot. But I'm still taking an under just because I feel like it's just not that type of team who go out and win like a
I'm
bunch
gonna
of
be
games
real.
this early.
I'm gonna take the over.
Mm.
It's early in the season. They don't know that. Like, I feel like they know they could be a run and gun team, but it's like the way it's looking, they don't really know their identity yet. So it's like it's a lot. It's a lot that goes into play for that. And also, I feel as though they need to figure out how they're gonna work out like that Cam Thomas, Mikal Bridges like dynamic. In my opinion, like on the offensive end, it gets to a point sometimes where Cam Thomas has the ball, everybody's ball watching. Sometimes Mikal Bridges gets the ball, people are like I feel like more emotion on the offensive side and like more comfortability. Like I feel like later down in the season, everything's gonna come together for the team. Like they're gonna start to gain more chemistry. They're gonna know what each other wants to do. Like I feel like this is gonna be. I'm gonna take the over on them.
I'm not mad at that. I feel like that is a team that just kind of need time because it's like their offense is really awkward.
yeah. I'm gonna also take the over because one, that's like Harold said, they already have so much defensive talent. At the end of the day, you do have to stop teams from scoring. So the defensive talent is already there, and Two, also like just figuring out their offense. My big thing is to piggyback off like what Harold said about them not having an offensive engine. I more so think it's more so them figuring out who is the number one now after
Mm.
what Cam Thomas has done in a small sample size compared to what Mikal Bridges has been doing in a larger sample size. Uh, so I think that needs to be figured out because in my eyes, after this first 2 weeks of Nets basketball, to me the answer is easy. I'm going to Cam Thomas
Mm.
first before I'm going to Mikal Bridges. I just think he's better at putting the ball in the basket, and then that also lets Mikal Bridges do what he was already doing as a son, more so like being that guy to get a bucket when the other options are down. He's just he's just the second one now instead of being the third or the fourth guy. So like I think that'll necessarily be better for Mikal Bridges too. It's not as much pressure for him to knock down shots. Um, but yeah, to me it's easy. You see one of your guys uh average basically almost 30 a game in the first 2 weeks of the season. And I don't think at this point there's no more experimenting on who the number one should be. It's in my eyes it's definitely Cam, and we gotta give him the keys.
Nah, I do agree with that. Because my one thing was like, for a while I was like, was this fluky? Like was it just fluky? Like him just taking advantage of the time he get? But it's been like 2, 3
On the
seasons
fast
now where
forward.
it's like they free Cam Thomas and he go out and he give you 35, 40. So it's like if this is who he is, then it's kind of time to let him be the first option. I feel that. I do agree with you. Charlotte is 30.5. And for me, I'm taking the over because like they have a lot of talent. My gripes with Charlotte be like stuff that don't even have nothing to do with basketball.
Right.
But like they young guys like starting the season have been great. Like Mark Williams has been great, Nick Richards, and of course like everybody was looking down on Brandon Miller just because they took him over Scoop. But it's like sometimes you just gotta draft for fit, and like he been fitting,
Yeah,
he been fitting
absolutely.
amazing.
Absolutely.
So I'm taking the over.
Um I'm gonna
I'm gonna
take
take. Uh,
I'm gonna take the under.
Mm.
Uh Only because I just think um outside of basketball, like that team has a lot more maturing and growing to do. Um so like I still kind of feel like that team is not necessarily like focused on basketball itself, and that affects the gameplay. Two, um I think Brandon Miller needs to develop more. Like he's fit perfectly in my eyes with them.
this is
Yeah,
the first year.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying like once he get like next year, the year after that, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not saying this year alone. Like I'm for him being a rookie, he's doing great right now. That's what I'm saying. Um, yeah, in my eyes, Brandon Miller is he's been the most consistent rookie um in the league right now. Uh, I just want LaMelo and Terry Rozier. They also just have to stay healthy. I think that's why last year, the Hornets didn't necessarily do as good as they were supposed to do because Terry Rozier and LaMelo were injured early, and then everything just kind of snowballed. Um, but one thing I want uh LaMelo to do is just to buy in defensively. Like he could be like no, like
I mean,
seriously.
you saw how last game ended.
That's I know. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just want him to do that every possession. You know what I'm saying? Well, not like I understand you get tired sometimes. Like you don't have the energy to do that every possession, but like he has the like the ability to actually like play defense for real. I'm not saying he'll be elite, but he could be a good defender. And he got the length, he got the athleticism. Like I just need him to buy into how good he can be defensively. He's not going to be the level of defender his brother is, but he could be the better player, better version of his brother in terms of an all-around player because he can shoot the ball, he can pass the ball just like his brother. He'll be a good defender. It's like I just need him to buy in to how good he can be, and then I think that also take the Charlotte Hornets to like another level.
Yeah, I'm also take the under. I feel it's like with the Hornets, they do have a lot of talent, but like Mike said, they have a lot of like maturing and like they don't have that much experience on that team. And on top of that, I feel like they don't have the talent to compete with the already experienced and more talented teams. Like it's certain teams that aren't as experienced, but their talent can push them to win more games. Like I don't think they're at that level, neither experience or talent. So
No, I feel like they got the talent right now to start messing with like real like playing teams. But it's like it's still gonna be some
yeah,
time
playing team, but
before. Yeah,
that's only four. What?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
they could mess with the Bulls.
yeah. Word.
Hey man,
Speaking of the Bulls, they got Vegas got the Bulls at 37.5. You already know I'm taking the under. It's
Yeah,
like
we know you taking that.
it's like it's like I don't like talking about the Bulls. Talking about the Bulls make me sad. I'm not even a Bulls fan. It's just like it's just depressing. It's like I don't know what they got going on over there. I don't know what they cooking.
It's not. It's not that.
I just really miss Lonzo
Yeah,
Ball.
it's just Lonzo not being there. That really like changed everything for the Bulls. Like
It's like if we betting on which coach get fired first is 100% Billy Donovan, in my opinion. I feel like it's gonna be a random cold day in December and they're gonna get blown out by like the Spurs by 50 and he's gonna lose his job.
yeah,
Cause
that
it's
night.
like it's really nothing inspiring about watching the Bulls play basketball. I can't even say it's like bright spots. I will say like Alex Caruso has been a very good engine for them for a handful of games to start the season. But that's just Alex Caruso, like as a player, like
He's always
that.
an engine. Yeah, like he's always an engine. He's
So
always
it's
gonna
like,
make those big plays that get everybody hyped defensively, offensively.
but it's like other than that, it's like they three guys are their three guys. You already know how I feel about Vucevic, and it's like DeRozan gonna be DeRozan, and then Levine, he'll blow up and drop 50, and then he still lose because it's just like it's not a good put together roster. So it's just like for me, that's an easy under. I feel like they already are on pace to just really underperform this season. And I feel like by the time we get to the All-Star break, they just gonna have to blow the team up. Like we already hearing talks about what teams want Zach LaVine. I don't know what's gonna happen to DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan's not really a plug and play type of player. So it's like if it might be a crazy situation where like they kind of just leave him to rot in Chicago, but it's like I'm taking under.
I feel like you
Um
said everything.
yeah.
I'm gonna take. Yeah,
What you got?
Yeah, I'm taking the under too. Like you said, it's nothing exciting about watching them play, especially without Lonzo. Yeah,
Side note, I didn't even cut you off. Side note, Patrick Williams is trash, bro. For someone who's the fourth pick in the draft, and it's been years, that
and he
man
went.
stinks,
And he
bro.
talked about he won 200 mil.
That man sucks, bro.
He won 200 mil.
It's like I've been watching it, bro, for 4 years.
No.
I'm like, what does he do? It was talking about he's gonna be Kawhi, bro. It was talking about he's gonna be OG. It's like he don't do nothing, bro. He averaged
like
like 3 points per game. It's like,
I
what are
feel
we
like
doing?
I feel like it's time that
Pack him up, coach. Pack him up. Send him away.
I
Send him
don't
to
want to I don't want to disband the
send
team.
him to Utah.
Nah, no cat. Utah take it.
I don't want to
Shit.
disband the team, but it's looking like we have to. Like they
Chicago
suck.
got some picks. I know somebody they could call. You want Victor Oladipo? Nah, bro. All right, next you got Cleveland. Like Vegas, a lot of people are high on Cleveland in terms of like predictions. Vegas got them for 50.5. And I don't know. I'm taking the under.
I'm taking it over.
Mm.
I feel like
I feel like they win like 48, 49 or something.
nah.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm take the under too.
taking
Yeah.
it over for the simple fact. One, I feel like Darius Garland hasn't gotten to his groove yet, and they're still in close games. Like they're not losing bad. Like
That was in my notes. So it was like Spider started really hot and
Spider
Garland
started
started
crazy hot.
really cold. So I feel like once they balance out, like it would be
But
good.
then
Plus Jared
defense,
Allen, he been playing, so it's like
defensively, they're gonna start climbing, like being one of those top defensive teams. I just feel like their offense, like
And they
Spider can't do everything.
shout out Max Strus. Max Strus beat the Heat role player allegations. He's actually a very good basketball player.
he's
So I just
trash.
want to
Mike,
give him his credit.
Mike,
He's trash. What he do since he dropped 27?
He been the catch and shoot he been getting off of Spider
We know
has
he
been
can shoot.
phenomenal, bro.
We know he can shoot.
that's
And
his job.
he been doing his job.
But you get mad at him for doing his job now?
Whatever. I'm gonna take the under.
It's like,
I'm gonna take the under. Only because like in my eyes, I just don't think they're a really good team just with no like no killing them. I feel like one person has a killing them, like a killer instinct in them, and then nobody else. It's like nobody else is there for and then with Nahum saying like Darius Garland hasn't really shown up, it's like how long are we gonna wait for him to show up, bro? It's like in my eyes, it's like we want him to take the shots and he's just still not taking them. Like, I my patience is running thin with Darius Garland in terms of like him just
By the
not.
way, this is also another player that people had over a certain point guard as far as talent wise and skill wise. But you feel me? I'm gonna just let that one sit.
Who put him over job? It wasn't me.
put him over job.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What is he
Wait,
talking
wait,
about right now?
so Mike, when we used to talk about guards and we was going back and forth with Darius Garland
This
and
was
Ja,
when he was by himself.
but what did you say?
Receipt ski.
This was when he was by himself, though. Yo, we getting off topic. This is a different conversation. We getting off topic, bro.
Really go for war, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like that was like 2 years ago when the Cavs was like trash. They was a playing team, cuz.
You had to sit higher.
He said
You had
stay
to
on
sit
that
higher.
side. He said stay on that side. Nah, bro.
Yeah,
Mike, go ahead, bro.
Yo, and then I'm looking at my PG list, bro. Not even on the list. Like, come on, guys, you can't do this right now. We're not doing this, right now, bro. Obviously, I've grown. Like, Jesus, you dingus. Anyway, yeah, like, and then with Evan Mobley, I'm just gonna go out and say it. Offensively, he sucks. Like he has the he definitely has the intangibles to be better, but he just sucks. Like there's no way to sugarcoat it. He can't put the ball in the basket. So
Sound like Stephen A.
he
Man
can't
sucks. He just can't play ball.
like that's it. Like there's no outside of Donovan Mitchell, there's no other motor in that team.
You're not feeling Niang? Hey man, Dallas.
Bro said Jordan Niang. If they brought up his face when they do Chuck who he played for, Charles Barkley would not know who that is, cuz.
Nah, no cap. Bruh. We got Dallas at 44.5. You already
Easily
know.
over.
You already know.
Over.
You already know I'm
Yeah,
taking the over
easily
like
over.
easily. I feel
Dallas.
like
Yeah, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
All right,
Y'all really start going.
Yeah, Dallas. I feel like Dallas coming into the season easily looked like they weren't going to be as good as they are right now. But for like everyone, first off, Derek Lively looks very good in that system. Um, he looks very good in that system. Two, Luca is Luca, obviously. Like we don't need to talk about Luca. And three, I just think defensively the team is way better than we thought they were going to be.
You didn't see my vision, bro. I
Like
said they got significantly better defensively, bro.
Wait, what
yeah,
you say? What was the over under?
44 and a half.
I'm taking under. I'm taking under.
what?
I feel like they're gonna
Nah,
win like
bro.
42. I don't think they're gonna. Nah,
You think they're gonna
because
be like pushing 500 again?
bro, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Like, this is a great start to the season. I don't think they can maintain what they got going on for the
I
rest of
mean,
the season.
It's
assuming
like Kyrie ain't even turn up for real yet.
that's what I'm saying. He didn't even turn up for real. He's not.
That's all okay. But then, like when you say Kyrie hasn't turned up, you're acting like everything is just gonna elevate. Like, that takes away from other people and other looks. So it's
But
like,
it's really just been Luca turning up. That's what
Kyrie
like
still get his looks. He
and
got the same looks. He just ain't been shooting well for
and
real.
he ain't been shooting well, but he also been passing the ball more. You seen his assist
Nah,
number?
word.
yeah, his assist numbers is definitely
That's
going up.
so like it's like, come on, bro. What are you talking about right now?
Bro,
I'm
Grant
gonna,
Williams looking good. Tim
I
Hardaway
don't,
Jr.
I don't,
looked like
I
he
don't
just
think,
started his career over.
I don't think they can keep up this level of play for the whole season. Like, it's a 82 games left. It's a 82 game season.
God forbid, I do feel like if Luca like gets hurt, God forbid, like I do think like, and depending on how long he's out, I do think that's when things could start to snowball. Um, but they're starting now, so hopefully, if
What's their
he
record?
they're
They like
4-1,
4-1.
3-1, 4-1,
They
4.
started 4-0 and then they lost to Denver.
Yeah. Jokic said, nah. Jokic was like, he said he like, what's his favorite? They asked him what's his favorite part about playing Luca, and he was like, I like beating him so I can make fun of him about it. I'm like, dag, that's crazy.
Bro, nah, he was turned up in the tournament game, bro. Like he
Not
was
word.
showing emotion. I was like, who is he?
Yeah,
He like
bro.
basketball?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, but yeah, like I think the Mavericks are definitely better than everybody thought they were going to be.
Nah,
Easy.
word. Speaking of that guy, we got Denver. I feel like this is another easy over. They got them at 52 and a half.
Yeah, that's
Over.
easily over.
I still feel like they easily the best team in the West. Obviously,
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like their biggest concern is Jamal Murray health because he did go down last game. I don't think it was
Yeah,
nothing serious, but if that becomes something that nags, obviously, it's gonna go back to where Jokic is kind of out there by himself, and he getting baked in the first round, and then people start questioning his ability again. But it's
right.
just because he don't have Jamal Murray. But God forbid Jamal Murray gotta go through that again. But if he don't, then it's like this is easy because like Denver they just done everything right. Like they continue to draft well. Like Peyton Watson, like in the preseason, he was going stupid.
They continue to surround Jokic with these long, athletic wings who can play defense, bro. Like it's ridiculous.
And they
Like
be costing no money, no bread,
that's what I'm saying. Like
infinity money.
Meanwhile, the Lakers got infinite money,
just to be
and people get
big.
to
Just to be
Just to be big. Oh
they
my!
can't play well.
You gotta stop making them lead down payments.
I got a lot to say about the Lakers when that comes. So
Detroit, 28 and a half. That's another over
Over,
for me. That's
over.
another over for me. I'm
Hey
loving
man,
the Pistons.
I
I'm
know,
loving the Pistons.
yeah,
I know I know how I feel about Cade, man. Cade's been starting off the season very, 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 very well, man.
even though they just lost because KD dropped 41 on them, but yes, the Pistons are definitely going to be a good team this year.
I'm loving everything I'm seeing. Bogdanovich ain't even come back yet. And mind you, he pretty much was like their first to second option. I'm just like all the pieces that they brought in. are looking great.
Can we talk about JD?
Bro,
Yeah.
it's like
The Knicks are stupid. The Knicks are stupid. The Knicks are stupid.
He's looking, bro. They got a squad, bro.
They have a nice squad. Like that. The future of the Pistons looks very.
Sword, a sword. He's averaging like 10 rebounds,
That's
5
ridiculous.
blocks.
It's ridiculous.
He's getting mad blocks. Like they got a good defensive group too. So I don't know. We're gonna see.
I don't know how they got Alec Burks for like a bag of chips and a Big Mac.
And I also didn't know Isaiah Stewart could shoot the ball. Like that's something I
He
didn't.
he high key can't, but he was taking that. He took that challenge this season, and he kind of making it work because he really
Yeah.
not supposed to be like at that floor letting it fly
Like
like that.
I saw him charge after Braun and immediately thought he couldn't shoot. I don't know why. I made that correlation.
He was too angry at Aki to shoot
Yeah,
the ball.
like I just obviously thought he couldn't shoot. Like,
Mind you, Jalen Duran like our age, so it's like for him to be the standout, like because they was kind of crowded at the big, so
yeah.
for him to be the one to kind of stand out and be like I'm y'all go to is like it's good to see, but the talent was obviously there like last season, like he had a couple games where it was kind of like if he gets older and that build get bigger and he
And he
really
cut
get
his
that
hair.
like that vet body, then it's a wrap. And it's already looking scary. But this is easily a team that could go out and win like 35 games. They kinda in the same place the Magic was in a year ago, where it was like we're used to this team being just like really, really pathetically awful. So we didn't have no good expectations coming into the season. And then you realize they have like some really refreshing and good young players. And then they go out and they win like 7, 8 more games than everybody thought. And then it's like a much more optimistic conversation going into the next year. So I feel like it's just going to be like a really good season for Detroit. I feel like Monty as it has done almost everything right for them. I feel like what's going to become an issue with Monty in Detroit is like his thing with Jay and Ivy. It's like he just don't want to play Jay and Ivy. It's like time after time we are shown that Killian Hayes should not be in the National Basketball Association. But time and time again, I watch the Pistons and he's on the court. And I just don't get it. I'm so confused. This like year 5, 6. It's like he
Yeah,
should be home. He should be in France.
I'm at the point where if he's gonna be playing the way he's playing, you might as well just rock with the younger player, let him get the
Exactly,
experience.
bro. And it's like
But
he got so much tick last year because Cade was out. You just gonna strip him, and it's like what's he supposed to work with now? And he's already voiced how much he's committed to Detroit. And it's like y'all got him to play next to Cade. So play him next to Cade. But I mean, like we're gonna see like as the season pan out. I just feel like Killian Hayes should be in the G League, but I'm not gonna keep picking out fights with players, feel me? Next we got Golden State. They have 48.5. I'm taking an under. I just feel like, we already know how we feel about Steph Curry. It's like so inspirational. It's like he just can't.
I'm
He'll
gonna be
just never
real.
stop. It's
I'm
like he
gonna be,
can't stop.
nah, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be
Don't
real
take
with
the
y'all.
don't take the over, bro.
Gosh,
Yo,
you're gonna take the Mavericks under, but you're gonna take the Warriors over.
first, it's two different situations.
How, bro?
Like
The
you
Mavericks
said,
are better than the Warriors.
bro. I'm not gonna lie. One, Chris Paul just got there, bro. Like, can we not giving no like since when do we start just automatically so a certain team is better than another team just because of we're like what 2 weeks into the season, bro.
They have the
Bro,
same
but we
record.
we was already having this idea
But
going into the season,
but
bro.
it's like I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a real fan of Moses Moody. Like once he really started like later down the line into that season, like I think him and Chris Paul is really going to be like carrying that bench unit. And then on top of that, like Jonathan hasn't, JK hasn't found like he's still. I'm not gonna say he hasn't found his role, but he's still working to get more comfortable within his role. So defensively, Yeah, I said they're bad. They're not that bad defensively, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
This was we said that before the season started. If we looked at their starting lineup, I like obviously I'm thinking they're going to get cooked. But so far they looked good defensively. But I don't
Exactly.
think they're going to last
And it's
long.
I think they can keep up with
I
that
think it's
defensive.
I think it's fresh leg for a team full of old guys.
I mean, Chris
That's
Paul.
that's where I'm at.
They announced that Chris Paul was coming off the bench.
And I will say one of the reasons why they started good is because Steve Kerr has been cooking the rotations a little bit.
Exactly.
But this is
I'm,
still an
I'm
old
thinking,
ass team, bro.
yeah,
Right.
bro. We're saying it's an old team full of what? 4 champions, 5 champ.
Bro, but it's like the length of a season is a lot. And you can't look
Like
at me. And every important name on that team that's not Stephen Curry has regressed in some way, bro. And
that's
that
what I'm
jump's going to drag. That
I
jump's
don't
going to
even
drag on eventually, bro.
I'm saying I don't even think Andrew Wiggins has been playing his best right now.
This is what I'm saying.
But,
I don't even
like
know
we're
what's wrong
saying,
with
we're
Andrew
saying all
Wiggins.
of this.
I'm
It's saying,
saying.
like I'm taking it over, and we're gonna come back. We're gonna come. Y'all know I keep receipts, so we're gonna come back, and I'm gonna just feel me. I'm gonna just let y'all know I told y'all so. So let's just
What
go
was
to the
it?
next.
What was it again? 40 what? 48?
48 and a half, yeah.
When they win that
What
49th
what
game
was
on
the Mavericks? What was the Mavericks?
44.
So we're saying the Mavericks are going to win under 44 games,
yes,
but the Warriors are going to win over 48.
yes. This is
Mind you,
this is
mind you, I
this,
don't
this
even
is
think they
coming.
won 48 games last year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about, bro?
That's cool, bro. That's cool. We're gonna come back. We're gonna come back to the conversation, and we're gonna see.
You
And we're
went to
gonna
that
talk
school.
about.
Oh my God! Stay off the weed.
Wow.
Oh my
Houston, we
God!
got the Houston Rockets, who we just welcomed back into the professional leagues. And the Vegas got them at 31 and a half. First
That's what.
off, I just want to say they started the season completely garbage. I just want everybody to know Fred VanVleet is exactly who I tried to tell y'all he is. He can't shoot the ball. He doesn't make anybody better. And he stole all of your money, and that's your problem now. God bless you. Now, positively, the Grizzlies wrote off Dylan Brooks and he did not write back. Bro, that man is shooting the lights out the ball. He
I
charged
told.
up. He going crazy. Home told us. I wasn't saying he was trash.
I still don't believe in him. It's like like something gonna happen and he gonna say something, get fried, and the next thing you know, he's not gonna shoot well for the next 40 games.
He's shooting 60% from three.
That's OD.
He said he said himself the shooting mechanics from when he was practicing with Team Canada fixed his shot, and that shot is shotting. And I will
Yeah.
say that's probably like the most exciting player I've been watching the Rockets game so far. I will say that. Other than Şengün, because Şengün been body bagging people every other game. I don't even know he had that in him. Like
Şengün, man. Şengün,
he
man.
just be booming with everybody. One thing I do also want to get on because I love getting on players. Jalen Green has learned absolutely nothing. That man's shot diet and shot IQ is still like he's playing AAU basketball. I don't
But
know what's
I
wrong
think
with him. Go
my
ahead,
thing
bro.
is, I think that's gonna get nipped in the bud probably later in the season because Ime's coaching style is kind of like, especially like with his star players, he kind of like lets them like for like half a season or like a quarter of the season, he kind of lets them like, all right, look, you're gonna do your thing, and if it don't work, then we're gonna go my way. Um, so I think that's why he's kind of like struggling right now, especially since he's in a better unit. But I feel like once we get a quarter into the season or once a half of the season is done, we're gonna get a uh better version of Jalen Green just because Udoka's coaching style is letting players like see that their way isn't going to work, and then showing them how they can be better.
And that's why I'm taking the over. Because
Yeah,
I believe in Ime.
Yeah. Shout out to Ime, man. He just should have never like.
What you think, bro?
Take the over. I don't have that much to say. They're a young team still. I'm not really a believer in Fred VanVleet for real. But
It's like
I feel like
I try to tell
they're
people.
gonna figure, bro. They're gonna figure something out, though, bro.
It's
Like,
like
so,
why you draft Ahmed and then get that man all that money, bro?
not word.
It's like he don't even be seeing, bro. I think he's hurt. I think he got hurt.
He
Like he
did
was in
get
a
hurt.
boot. But it's like
In
before
the
he
boot.
got hurt, it's like before he got hurt, he was playing garbage time. And it's like you don't. It's like why you get a lottery pick to play garbage time, bro? When
Where
your
he
point
wasn't.
guard don't even be
He was
doing
like the
nothing.
second. He was like the second pick.
That's what I'm saying. So it's like, but anyway, we got Indiana at 38.5. I'm taking the over just because I love the Pacers. Like this is the fastest team I've probably seen in like 2-3 seasons minimum, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Like
be
I
real with you.
like
Reese is a problem.
Yeah,
it's,
no.
Yeah, bro. That
bro,
man.
like
That man
you
is a
all
problem.
know you know how long I've been on a Tyrese Halliburton agenda, bro. Like you don't know watching that game how much that junk hurt me, bro. Because it's like LaMelo Ball not even like who like why he jump out his body like that? It's
Yeah,
like
bro. Like
you supposed to be like a capper. Like why is you like why he just clamp him like that? Like that
that's
just
just
hurt me.
that like if anything, I feel like LaMelo and Tyrese are like the same player in a sense.
I agree with it, but that's why it
Like
hurt because I swear he better than Lamelo on
yeah,
everything.
that's what I'm saying. Like it's I feel like it was for LaMelo, it kind of seemed like it was personal. So like that's why I said what I said. It's like if he just treats like all his matchups like that, he'll be a better player. But for the Pacers, what was it? 38?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
38.
take the over.
I'm gonna
I'm
take
taking
the
it
under.
over.
I'm gonna take the under,
Mm,
but not by much. I say they'll win
yeah,
36,
like
37.
37. Yeah,
I just
yeah,
don't think they're I just don't think they're there yet to get to that 40 kind of win team. Um Sometimes I think they can play too fast. Uh
yeah,
they
yeah,
like and it leads to them like turning the ball over or like if Tyrese is in the game and he's the one running the transition, it's okay. Cause 9 times out of 10 it ends in a bucket. Um, but if Tyrese isn't on the floor, I don't think that should be the way to go. And it seems like that's how it is, regardless if he's on the floor or not. I think they need to get rid of that. I don't think it works. Like I don't think Benedict Mathurin should have the ball in his hands running the transition all the time. I think that's the person you give the ball to finish a transition and then he
I mean,
gets defense.
I do agree with that, but I also do like him playing in space and pushing a break because he just needs more experience, like more he need more reps at it, basically. Like him playing in space is probably one of the best parts about his game because of his physical stature and his athletic ability. Like I just feel as though like this is a high ceiling team.
Yeah.
Like this it's nothing that can go wrong for this team in my opinion. Like everything for this team is like just trending upward. So yeah, I'm gonna take the over too.
In my eyes, when they drafted Benedict Mathurin, I feel like they saw Victor Oladipo. Like
nah. I do see what you're saying
literally, like
because
I
he was very much that player in Arizona.
yeah. So I think that's why they drafted him.
I'm gonna stick with my over, but I do feel like they one of those teams where it's like they'll go out and compete every night. But the way that they play, they might fumble a lot of close games more than they should, like how we kind of saw last night. But like overall, I feel like you were saying, like they have such a high ceiling. I just because I love that 10 man group of players so much. Like I'm just gonna be
Off tournament,
positive and
man.
don't do this, bro. Don't do this.
I'm just saying.
Don't
I'm
do
just
this. Yeah, great game. Don't do this.
great games.
Next we
But
got next we got the Clippers at 46.5. And I'm
Yeah, bro. You
always
see,
taking the under.
wait,
I'm
wait, 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 wait,
always taking the under.
wait. Hold up.
He said I'm
I'm
always
taking the under too, but can we hold up? Y'all seen the lineup that they said that they was running on Monday?
no.
I know
They said
Harden playing.
Westbrook, Harden, Paul George,
Paul
Kawhi,
George,
Zubac.
Kawhi, Zubac. That's what I expected.
Yeah, I think
Bro,
I'm sure we all expected that.
not word, but it's like I thought somebody's gonna have to make a sacrifice, bro. It's no
Ain't no
way.
sacrifices here.
This the
Yo,
27.
Kawhi could fully play the 4.
Yeah, he
no,
could play
no,
more, but
no,
these are 2017 champions. He's not sacrificing none.
I'm talking about Westbrook,
Offensively,
Westbrook and Harden. Neither, in
bro?
my opinion, neither of them are spot up. Well, Westbrook's not a spot up, but I don't like Harden spotting up at all.
It's
And
like
then
Paul George can spot up, bro. Like,
yeah, but then again, you're gonna have
He
who's gonna
doesn't.
have the ball in their hand.
He doesn't need to be spotting up though. That's the thing. Kawhi and Paul George, they the
was
ones.
Paul George not spotting up for Westbrook?
You said what?
Was Paul George not spotting up for Westbrook in his prime?
But Westbrook
He
was also.
was.
But Westbrook, I said, but Paul George was also getting them MVP looks. Like
Not where he was ball dominant.
that's what I'm
Paul
saying.
George
He was
was
ball dominant.
I'm just saying though. I'm just saying like to the point where like Paul George has the ball in his hand, and you got Westbrook in the corner, and then you got like I don't know.
Bro,
I don't like
it's like if push come to shove, I feel like every time we had these conversations where it's like Westbrook and Harden and them type of people coming together, it's like it's only one ball, but it's like they made it work one way or another, like in a regular season each time. I feel like if anybody is really going to take the sacrifice and just not have no offense, it's going to be Westbrook. Like I feel like he's already adjusted to kind of be like that different type of player already. Like he like the Westbrook that we know in the NBA is like that. That's
I'm
not
not
there no more.
I'm not saying that Westbrook needs the ball. I'm just saying from a defensive standpoint, like none of them besides Paul George.
Defensively, Westbrook really will still give
I'm not talking
effort,
about,
bro.
I'm talking about teams defending them.
Oh, I mean,
Like I gotta see it. That's one. This is one of
word.
those.
It's one of those things where it's just I gotta give it
Yeah,
like a month just to
but
see like how
I'm
it
taking
is
the
it
under
looking
though.
like. I'm
I'm
taking an
definitely.
under because, like I said, that chain reaction, the hard hamstring fall off the bone, and then Paul George grabbing at his shoulder.
What's they over under again?
It's like 48. Like I'm
I'll
bugging.
be real though.
46. 46.
I'm gonna be real. A fully healthy team. I'm taking that over.
A fully
Like if
healthy, they should win like 55 games minimum.
Before the
yeah.
trade, I would have took the over, but after the trade, I'm taking the under.
Hey, bro, you just
Because
hate
It's
Harden,
not. It
bro.
has nothing to do with Harden.
they're
So don't even do
not
that.
gonna
They
be on
got
the
smaller.
floor.
One, they got smaller defensively.
They traded like
They
4
have
power
no.
forwards.
They have no defense now. Their 9-man rotation turned into a 6-man or a 7-man rotation. They don't have the bodies no more. So if Harden, Russ, Paul George, or Kawhi get hurt, they're cooked. Which 9 times out of 10, one of those 4 guys are getting hurt. Maybe 2 at a time. So
Damn,
they got
damn.
he really,
it's like
he really
he swear it's just because it's
No,
hard.
it's just like
Nothing to do with that.
anytime anything with Harden comes up, this like everything just goes bad. Like
No, bro,
that's
but like
all.
nah,
He
because
calls him Harold. He calls him
like,
lazy. He calls him fat. Like everything just goes bad when he
he is
talks about
lazy
Harden.
though. He is lazy though.
Nah, but it's like we was talking about the Warriors for the same reason. It's like they short and old.
That's what
With
I'm
the
saying.
Clippers, it's like they're either short, old, or both. So it's like, what is it? It's like it's really no bright spots. Like I was saying, like it's going to be March and Westbrook going to be out there with Amir Coffee and maybe PJ Tucker. That's like negative offense. So it's like, all right, like Westbrook going to score for the other team, and then PJ Tucker just going to stand there with his shoes. So it's like, I don't even know. And then it's like Kawhi going to be on the bench, Paul George going to be on the bench. They're going to be taking more tunnel fits than jump shots. So it's like, I really don't know, like on paper, like every time Harden Durant does this, it's like on paper, it's looking good. But once everything's in motion, it's like it's a big mistake, and it just be making them look worse in their careers.
Yeah,
So,
like I really liked this Clippers team before this trade because the depth was there. the defensive identity was there. Then you got Paul George playing great, Kawhi playing great, and then now you trade for James Harden, you give all of that away, and who, and then he's gonna come out and say he's not a system player, he is the system. So now when he's not getting that Rocket system that he wants, and he gets mad because of it, and he acts out, now y'all in the doozy because
he's not that Rockets player no more though.
But
bro. But it's like
we
I'm
know
on
that.
Mike's side
Does
right now,
he
bro.
knows? Does
I'm
he
on
know?
Mike's side right now, cause mind you, like I'm with Mike. Like I loved how the Clippers was looking before they made this move, and then it's like we gonna get to the Sixers, but the Sixers started this season playing great without Harden too. So it's like if you the odd man out and you forcing your way to this team that really don't need you, it's like you just like messed up. You just messed up what the Clippers got going on. And then it's like the Sixers, they even need you. So honestly, like you could have been in China and they both would have been cool.
The
And
Sixers.
but then it's like last year you was averaging 20 and 11, led the league in assists. But because you wasn't averaging 36, 8, and 7, like they was making you a system player, like you was Rondo or something. So
Thank
it's
you.
like, bro, it's like you can't be him nowhere no more, bro. Like you gonna go to the worst team in the league and do that maybe, but if you want to win a championship, it's no room for you to be that player
That's
no more, bro.
that's what
Like
I'm
Bradley
saying.
Bill was not going to the Suns talking about like I want to average 30. He was like, I'm going to do what the team needs. And that's
Thank
me giving Bradley Bill credit. And I think Bradley Bill not even that good no more. Bradley Bill can't even play. Bradley Bill's stiff right now. I don't even know
you.
he's gonna suit up. But it's like
That's what I'm saying. You're saying we know he's not that Houston Harden. He obviously doesn't know that he's not that Houston Harden. It's up here for him right now. He still thinks he's that, and he's not. And it's
I feel
obvious.
like I feel like he knows he's not that though, because if he thought he was Houston Harden, I don't think he would be leading the league like in assists. Like I don't
No,
think
he did that
the way
because he had to. It was the system. It
the
wasn't
way
nothing to do.
in the system. I had to pass. I had to have the dime. He
It's like
made me drop
nothing to
11.
do. It had nothing to do with him just not taking his shots and everything with him being with Joel Embiid. Like I get on Joel Embiid a lot. But if I'm a guy and I get traded to the Sixers, mind you, he was before he got traded to the net. Well, when he got traded to the
He was
76ers,
begging to go to Embiid
he was like,
before
"Oh,
the
this
Brooklyns.
was my first choice when I wanted to trade." Blah blah. It's like so now you get there, you play with them. How he was there for what 2 seasons, or
He
one
played
season?
like he played like
him
78
leaving
games
Philly.
total,
Let's
bro.
not do this though. Him leaving Philly had nothing to do with the players at all. So let's just
That's
keep that.
true.
That's true.
That's
I
that's
understand
true.
that, but I'm just saying, like, but he also came out and said how he didn't like that Doc Rivers was trying to make him more of a playmaker. He said that. He literally said that. So it's like, how do you get Joel Embiid, right? And I'm hard on Joel Embiid, but you arguably have one of the best centers in our game, and you're like, nah, I don't want that no more. What? That's not crazy to you? Because that's crazy to me.
We understand why he left though.
All right, bro.
You're saying he's just like, bro.
Bro,
It's
but he requested a trade, right? But the whole Daryl Morey is a liar is because Daryl Morey didn't trade him before a deadline where he wanted to be traded. It
bro,
had so
If
it,
he if he really knew the situation he was in, he would have just played out that extra year and went somewhere else. Like
that's
the
what I'm
only reason
saying.
he really made it to that point was because he wanted to keep his money, bro, wherever he went, bro. That's really all it is. Like if he was really strictly keeping it about business and like buying into the basketball, like he would have played with this roster. Like this Sixers
And
roster is good, bro.
and that, like Harold says about Chris Paul, this is why in my eyes Harden is a generational loser because he's selfish, and that's it. That's it.
It's like
We
we can't talk about Harden on it. We
we
can't
can't give
talk about Harden.
we gave Harden too much love, bro. Next team, bro.
We got the Lakers and Vegas got them at 47.5. I'm taking a under, bro. It's just like it's It's like it's just
king.
always something. Like obviously LeBron got like the minutes thing going on, but then it's like they can't not play him because the
They
role
need him.
players can't do anything.
Yeah, they suck.
D'Angelo Russell, I don't know what you cooking, dog.
No. It's not D'Angelo Russell's fault.
Yeah, let's check.
It's
Let's check.
not his fault. It's not his fault.
D'Angelo
But
Russell's been playing very well.
Yeah,
but
like
a
he's
lot
been
of
too
stuff
on and off
a
offensively.
lot of stuff it starts with him, like his shot diet and the timely ways that he be taking his shots. It be jacking him up on possessions a lot. Like I won't say he be playing bad. Like
Nah,
it's a handful of players I want to
I,
put the blame on before
I'll put the blame on Austin Reeves before I put it on
uh-huh.
D'Angelo Russell.
See, I ain't want to be the one to go into Austin Reeves though, because
Like
I was giving him too
Austin
much
Reeves
credit.
is finally he's starting like I don't know if he just needs time to get in the season to get more comfortable or to warm up into the season, but he's not looking good right
They don't put too much pressure on a role player, dog. Like I'm sure, like
Word.
that's really how I'm feeling.
now. That's the LA effect, bro.
Start,
The
That's
LA
the
effect. You know who the LA effect got? Gabe Vincent.
Nah, Gabe has been
Mike
playing
said that's
trash.
fake. He said, "Ooh, that's fake."
Gabe has been playing horribly,
Bro,
but
you know who hasn't been
but
playing horribly? My defensive player of the
Cam
year,
on the
Anthony Davis.
Cam on the defensive end has been playing well though,
Nah, word.
and
I
I
I
just
feel
feel
like
like. No, go ahead.
it's gonna come around. Like the offense, once when you playing well defensively and you're a skilled scorer, bro. The offense is gonna come around like eventually, bro.
Bro,
Like I think
my
I
thing
think
is
he's
like, go ahead. I feel
Right.
like
what
my thing is just like the fact that the Lakers, like when people be saying like things will come around, it's like you got to have a stable foundation for that to come around. I feel like the problem with the Lakers is that their foundation is probably the most fragile superstar in basketball and the oldest superstar in basketball. So it's like any given game you could lose both of them, and it's like there's nothing nobody like you think D'Angelo Russell gonna rally the troops for like a 5, 10, 15 game stint. It's just going to all crash. Because
Right.
it's like if this team is like unplayable when LeBron got take his little old man nap during the game, then it's like what are we about to do? And then Anthony Davis, he gonna break the second to last toe in his right foot, and he gonna be out for 6 to 8 weeks. Then it's like what are we about to do right now?
Yeah,
So
I
it's
think.
like, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I think even even outside the players, I think is like deeper than just the players. I think Darvin Ham is an idiot. Uh,
But I swear
um
to God, every Laker coach been stupid since
yeah,
LeBron got there.
yeah, like I
bro?
think
LeBron a real coach, bro. That's all it is. He
like
be
I
drawing. That's
Doc
just
Rivers, don't got a job right now.
I just don't understand like you got LeBron telling you like he's good, he can play. And I understand like you're managing his minutes because you don't want him to wear out too much. So I get it, but it's like to a certain it's like you're gonna have to play him anyway because your team sucks. So like it's like just put him on the floor like
I don't.
we're not gonna get the same AD that used to be able to carry
Yeah, I
the
was about
team.
to say, I don't think Anthony Davis is at that point right now where he can just completely dominate a game by himself
No
and lead a
way.
team. So like, he's a great second option, or sometimes first option, depending on what AD we're gonna get that night.
Facts.
But yeah, they gotta play Bron. Like he can't be on a minute restriction unless they playing like, and you can't even say unless they playing like because it's
He just needs
the
to
team.
play. Like he just needs
Yeah.
to play. Like LeBron is never going to get rest. Unfortunately, like
He
it's
gonna die on the court, bro. So
yeah,
we are that's all under for us.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Easy.
My next one is super under. I'm not even gonna talk about it. I'm gonna let Big 12 talk about it. Memphis. 45.5. I'm taking an under because they want a 0 for 25 pace. Feel me? I feel like by the time Ja come back, they're gonna be like 15 and they're gonna be like 10 and 15. Like
You said, wait, what is it?
45. He about to do
They're gonna be a playing. They're gonna be a playing team this year.
He said he's about to do
it.
it.
Nah, I thought he about to say I'm
Nah,
taking a
I'm taking the under, bro. They're gonna be a playing team this year.
it's
Like
like
even
if
like
they
what
started regular, I wouldn't even I would have
people
still took the
saying,
over.
what people saying like, oh, when Ja, unless they figure it out before Ja gets back, and it's not looking that way.
You're not
Like
figuring it out.
I'm gonna be real.
I'm
Even when even when even when Ja comes back, I don't think it's gonna automatically just go back to how it was because
Nah.
it's still a completely different team than what he was used to. So I feel like towards the end of the season they're gonna make a huge push, but I don't see them winning over 45.5.
I'm not gonna lie. I got the over. And hear me out. Hear me out. One, yes, I know they in a crazy slump right now. And we all know how critical I am of the Grizzlies just because I know what they could be. But one, I don't think we're giving Taylor Jenkins enough respect right now. I think he's a great coach. I think he'll figure something out.
I said unless they figure it out, which it doesn't. You feel me? I'm
I
taking
think
under.
I think he'll figure it out before Ja gets back. Um and then once Ja gets back, we all know he's gonna definitely affect winning in a positive way. Uh, so, but yeah, like I think it's not necessarily like they're losing like on blowouts and everything. Like everything is most of their losses have
We
been
got
like
punched by the Jazz.
what,
Yo, we got punched by the Jazz. Like
bro?
when I seen us get punched by the Jazz, I'm like, nah, we might really go 0-25. And then we're losing. And then we went to OT with the
Trailblazers,
Nets.
Trailblazers.
Yeah. I'm
Had
like,
my dog had the dog Marcus Smart crying over Scooter Henderson, bro.
yeah, bro. I'm like, and it's like he came here thinking this is about to be a top 5 team in the West. It's not about to be a top 5 team in the West. We about to be a ninth, eighth seed team. So it's like, I don't know if if Taylor Jenkins finds some way to pull this one out, that's my coach of the year. Because I don't see it. I don't see like, and y'all know how much I like Memphis. Y'all know how much I don't see it right now, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm on my mic. I'm on my mic timing right now, bro. I'm too critical of them right now, bro. I don't know. They're not looking good. What you thinking, Harold?
You already know, bro. I'm taking the under, bro. I feel like if they started kind of regular, I feel good, but it's like they 0-6 at some point. It's like you dig a deep enough hole. It's like by the time Ja get back, he gonna have so much work he has to do. And then it's like, granted, if they improve by the time he gets back, it'll be easier. But if you dig a really bad hole, it's like the way the West is, you don't have that much room for error. So it's like you start the season like this, and the roster look like that, and y'all missing this and that, and it's like there's not really like any upside to it for real. So I
Granted,
just
though,
gotta
we haven't even been 10 games in. Like, if we could go on a little win streak within the next 2-3 games, maybe start to see some wins go in the win column. That'd be a whole different story. But
It's no
like,
way
I
y'all
mean,
going. There's no way y'all going 0-10. So like
nah wait.
I think y'all good, bro. I think they're good. I think they're good. I feel like it's just a little slump right now. They'll get over it.
I don't know what game it was. I think it was it was versus the Mavericks. Wasn't Smart had 23,
No
Bane
way.
had 30, Jackson had 30. We still lost. Like it was just like I don't know.
Yeah. Didn't Luca have 40 that game though?
We had like 35 plus. I know for sure.
I feel like
So
another thing is like uh Marcus Smart just isn't as good as a defender as he was on the Celtics, unfortunately. as like his defense has definitely regressed a little bit. Like he's still a dog. He's still going to do the work and make those plays, but he just it just isn't as elite as it used to be. And y'all are kind of small on the perimeter at the same time. So like it's easy for teams to like, manipulate that. So yeah.
I mean, we got Miami. We got Miami, and they got Miami at 48.5.
Yo,
Under.
I don't get. Bro, they do this every year with Miami,
Bro,
though.
they
It's
don't care about. First off, they
bro,
don't care about the regular
bro,
season.
yeah,
Second
bro,
off, the
Hey, it's
roster
Jimmy.
sucks,
Jimmy don't care about the regular season. Outside of
I'm
and
not
it
lying,
goes
though.
for the rest of them.
I'm gonna be real with y'all. Don't let Tyler Hero still play like this by come playoff time and Jimmy decided to turn it up. Because
Cool, that's the playoffs.
that's really the
I got them winning like 43 games. The roster don't check out. Kyle Lowry, I love you. You know what you mean to me. You know you always home, bro. It's over. It's simply over. You feel me? Then they got him playing all them cardio minutes. The pieces that they lost, they ain't really make up for it. Granted, I do like Josh Richardson. Feel me? But it's like they really don't got nobody else to play but they guys. And then the people that they do play who really be G League talent, they just be getting the Heat culture buff. So it's like they feel like they real players, but they not.
Magic.
So it's like I just like Tyler Hero has been great, and I feel like Tyler Hero really needed to come out and have a season like this because they've been playing with his name for like 2-3 seasons. So I'm glad like he really came out. Cause when Tyler Hero came in the league, like I was all on the party. And then he had that 1 year where he kind of dipped back a little bit.
Hero ball.
But now if he looking like this, then it's like they have a bright spot to look at because like the whole thing with Miami all summer was like they didn't make up for like missing out on Dame because they kind of put it in everybody's head that Dame was going to be in Miami. So now that he's not, everybody was kind of like, well, now they have nothing because they already didn't really have anything, and then they lost their rotation pieces. But if it's going to look like this, like I feel like they'll be fine. But when I say I feel like they'll be fine, I feel like they'll be fine for the Heat. Like the way the Heat work is very different from all the other competitors in the league. Like they'll win like 42 games and they'll be fine. Maybe they'll get to the second round. But like it don't work like that for everybody else. So that's why I'm taking under.
I don't know. Like, I don't think it's the Heat that waits. I think it's just Jimmy Butler that waits. Like,
but he's the leader.
Yeah, I
understand.
I understand he's the leader, but with the way Tyler Hero is playing right now, you telling me he's waiting to the playoffs to go win some games? Like, nah, and Bam. That's what I'm saying. Like to me as a leader, I understand. Like that's their guy, but at the same time, it's like you see two guys that you leading right now playing their heart out, so they don't have to be in a situation where they got to play their heart out to even be in the playoffs. And you sitting there just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just wait till March 13th or something like that. March, like that's when I'm gonna start playing again. Like to me, like that's disrespectful to your teammates. One and two, it's just like it don't make sense. It don't make sense to me. Like why are you coasting when you could put yourself in a position to have a guaranteed playoff spot, and then you can rest your body. Then when you have a guaranteed playoff spot, like, but yeah, like I said, like I feel like it's just Jimmy that waits, and to me, that's a problem.
I mean, in Jimmy's eyes, he sees it's been working.
Yeah, like it works for him, but it's like that luck gonna run out sooner or later. Like he might get lucky again this year, he might not. We don't know, but it is what it is.
They not get lucky this year.
I said that last year.
Bro, it's like
now they're beating the Celtics.
Boston Curb stopping them, bro. I'm sorry.
And we would have beat them if Tatum got hurt. We're not about to do this right now. But
He said, "Don't
Uh,
bring this out of me."
it's just too. It's just like too much uncertainty with them. So it is what it is. Like it is what it is kind of team to me. Like it is
Nah,
what it
word.
is.
Not facts.
For Milwaukee, they got them at 53.5, and I'm taking an over. But
Taking a Yo, I'm not gonna
but
lie. Wait, no. Let me talk about Milwaukee real quick.
go ahead,
Let me
bro.
talk about Milwaukee.
I got some
I don't
gripes.
understand it. I don't like the disrespect that they're getting right now.
It's
Like
not
as far as
disrespectful. It's just like it's not. It's weird.
we're
Like they
saying, but
shouldn't be this trash defensively.
no. We knew to a certain extent that they were gonna be worse than they were as a defensive team, not having Drew Holiday. One,
It shouldn't be
two,
that. This shouldn't be this worse.
nah, understandable, but it's like when your defense isn't going, and then Dame is struggling, right? Like
And he's
my,
been
my
inconsistent.
mind you, what the last game they played, he was terrific down the stretch per usual, like how Dame is. But throughout the course of that game, Dame stunk the court. So it's like
My
he just got to get his rhythm. He got to get into rhythm. Like,
my
and I
thing
feel as though with Dame putting pressure on defenses, their defense is gonna elevate when Dame starts to get back in his rhythm. Because go ahead, what you gonna say, Mike?
now go ahead, finish.
I feel like their defense is gonna get better when Dame gets back in rhythm. Because one, they're giving up a ton of transition points. Like it's not even funny. And two, like their half court offense, like they don't even look like eager to like they don't look energized and or nothing. Like so I don't know.
My thing is with the Bucks. I'm taking their under, not by much. I say 50, 51, 52. Like not over 53 though. Uh yeah, like my thing is like 1 year, like they are terrible defensively. Um, but two, offensively, I understand like Dame is great, but for Giannis to just completely like just hand him the keys to is crazy to me. Like Giannis is taking like less shots than he normally would. And like granted that's gonna happen because Dame is there to take shots, but like to me it's like extremely less shots. Um for some reason, like I don't think Giannis has the same attitude in terms of a dominating way just because Dame is there, which I also think takes away from the Bucks because his dominating attitude also adds to their identity as a team. So like he's not dominating as much as he should. Like in my eyes, I just don't think that Dame should have the keys. I think Giannis won a championship for them already without Dame being there. So it's like, why are you handing the keys to a guy who hasn't won a championship yet?
Because I feel as though I feel the opposite the way you feel. I feel like, listen, hold on. You
Nah, nah,
just have
nah.
to stretch.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm looking at the Raptors box score, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say Scotty got 28, bro. After he got 30, and
But
they
nah, but look, like as far as the whole Dame Giannis dynamic, yo, Harold, I need to lock back in game.
I'm sorry, bro.
I told you, Buffalo. All right, go ahead, continue.
As far as the whole Dame and Giannis dynamic, I feel as though it's going the way it's supposed to go. In my opinion, I feel like if anybody should be taking that back seat, I do think it should be Giannis. And Giannis has been listen. Giannis has been playing like he has been playing well. Like he hasn't been playing bad. And on top of that, I feel as though once Dame elevates his game to match what Giannis is producing, they're gonna be fine. Like the only thing I can say about Giannis right now is with him seeing that Dame is struggling, him being who he is, yes, I do think he should be a little bit more dominant. But as far as what you're saying about it still being Giannis' team, I don't think it. I don't know. I feel like Dame having the ball in his hand creates less turnover. Like the wall up that whole wallet thing with Giannis in the playoffs, like I like Giannis as a second option better than him at a number one option. Like if you look at that championship team, yeah, Giannis was the number one option, but that was one of the best stretches that Chris Middleton has had in his career as far as the playoff wise. And that's because they was running pick and rolls with him and Giannis, Chris Middleton coming off the pick and rolls, and he was just super efficient. So it's like nobody could stop it. And then
You also got to remember off the pick and rolls, Chris Middleton is taking way easier shots than Dame is. Like I know Dame is going to make 9 times.
These aren't bad shots. Like we're talking about.
I understand like Dame. I know like Dame could make those shots, but like at the same time, like it's an easier shot. Mind you, you got the defense collapsing because you got Giannis rolling and Dame coming to the mid range. So like, just imagine how open the offense would be if instead of Dame just taking 40-footers the whole game and comes into the mid range. Now you got your shoot open and everything.
He hasn't taken that many 40-footers though. That's the thing.
I'm saying I'm over exaggerating. I'm saying he's settling for more threes than I think he should. And then on top of that, like for a guy who has an MVP, a Defensive Player of the Year, and a championship to his belt already, and for you to say you're going to give the key is somebody who came to your team to win a championship and say, "Oh, look at their team now." I don't get that.
You gotta go back and actually watch that championship run though. Like Chris Middleton, like the way Giannis was scoring,
but Giannis had 50 in a game. What a game?
Yeah, we're not saying Giannis isn't going to score, but as far as offensively, the ball was going through Chris Middleton to Giannis. It wasn't going from Giannis to Chris Middleton.
I'm not saying Giannis should bring the ball up or the ball should run through Giannis, but what I'm saying is in terms of putting the ball in the basket, the ball should go to Giannis before it should go to Dame. That's what I'm saying. And I don't see a problem with that. Like, for example, on a fast break, like if you got Giannis who could just go coast to coast, why are we slowing the tempo of the game down and giving it to Dame so he could take a harder shot?
That's also playing with each other, chemistry. Like it's only the second week, but still, like they just gotta play with each other more, bro. They gotta pick their spots better than the way they've been picking them.
That has nothing to do with chemistry and everything to do with Giannis just giving Dame the keys like he said he would. That's what it is. That's like you can't say that. You can't say that's chemistry because I'm like they're playing well together. They are, but like Giannis isn't being himself.
Nah, you gotta also think those timely buckets of those timely possessions of Giannis just getting the ball going coast to coast, getting a charge. Like that also.
I know that, but they don't call it on him 9 times out of 10. He's the only player in the league that's allowed to run people over. So like, it's like why is he stopping?
Dang, man. Harold, what you think?
He said under.
Yeah, I did say under. I feel like I'm gonna just say this and then we got burned through the next 3 because we was on the Bucks. I feel like a prime example of like my issue with the Bucks early on is just like they know what they have and they not really optimizing what they could do as much as they should early on. Like I feel like last year it was kind of like the running joke with like the Sixers. It's like when it got tough, it's like they just run the Harden and B pick and roll, and I was like Coke butter cheese, like just something that I saw being a Raptors fan, like. Watching the game we played the Bucks, like when it got close, like towards the end of the game, and granted, like Adrian Griffin, this is a whole new system. It's like when it got close at the end of the game, and they really could have like got back to win a game that they supposed to win. They just refused to run them pick and rolls, them pick and pops. Like that's easy 2-man action, and it was like they was trying too many things. It's like. If you have something that's this crazy, it's like just use it. Like that's the whole point. And like we played the Sixers immediately after, and they was in that exact same situation. And they was like, you know what? run the Maxi and B pick and roll, and it was nothing that nobody could do.
But you gotta also see it's early in the season, so they can figure stuff out like that. They know that's there.
That's why I'm
That's
taking the over. It's like I know they're gonna figure it out.
that's there. Like the Giannis and Dame pick and roll is there, but right now, like I feel as though that's great on the coaching side. Like, yeah, this is that. What they lost that game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they lost it. Yeah, they lost that game. But down the stretch, what happens if Giannis and Dame's pick and roll isn't working? Now, what else do you have to fall back on? Like, I feel as though them figuring out those select sets down the stretch that doesn't involve a Giannis and Dame pick and roll. If they figure that out early rather than later in the season, that makes them even more dangerous as a team. So
We're gonna run through these next. I say 4 or 5. First, we got the Timberwolves, and I'm taking the under because I just the mark is 44.5. I'm taking the under because one, the West is loaded, but two, I feel like with Minnesota, and it's just gonna be like my flat thesis on the Timberwolves. I feel like I feel like it is still work to do roster wise before this is something you could really roll out with for Anthony Edwards. I feel like for Carl Anthony Towns, the clock is ticking for him in terms of like his place on that roster. And like to start the season, it was just like ain't nobody knew what was going on. They were making a lot of silly mistakes. So I just feel like there's a lot of focus just on Anthony Edwards to really like turn up, but the Wolves as a roster, I feel like this still going to be an off season or two of figuring some things out in order for it to be a real threat in the West.
I'm taking the under also, only because like outside of
You
like
hate Rudy Gobert.
nah, um, outside of like Anthony Edwards is like I just don't see where the Timberwolves are a real team. Uh, like I don't think anybody comes to Minnesota and is like necessarily like worried about not being on their A game. Like I don't think anybody sees Minnesota as a threat. They just see Anthony Edwards as a threat. Because we know Anthony Edwards could win them a game, but the Minnesota Timberwolves can't win them a game, and that's just all I gotta say about that.
I agree with Mike. That's what I don't. It's nothing else to really input on that.
Next, we got the Pelicans, and they also at 44.5. And I'm also going to take the Thunder kind of the under kind of for the same reason, just because of how competitive it is. I feel like we're going to see a lot of teams where it's like they're better than 500, but that's where they're going to be at because everybody's fighting for those spots. Um, I feel like with New Orleans, it's like Zion is Zion, and like so far he's still been him.
Mind
I
you,
feel like
CJ, mind you, they just said about CJ that he had a collapsed lung or something, or something like that, something with his lung. So
bro, when was that? The last game?
nah, like I just got the notification. CJ has been diagnosed with I don't even know what that is. A small collapse right lung, basically. Shams
Damn.
posted it and Woj.
Dang.
Praise up to Scott to
I
CJ.
was, I was about to say like what's been really good about them to start the season is like everybody has their roles and everybody's been doing their job. Like Herb Jones, Tyson Daniels, CJ, like they've all been playing their roles to a T, and it's really made for them having very good stretches of basketball when they go out on the court. And then obviously it's all tied together by Zion's dominance on the floor. And he's just been being him. And like he's just been like he's playing the game, he's being impactful, like he's being expressive. It's like once when he's out there, he's doing his thing, nobody could stop him. So like Like at the end of the day, and like this was like literally at the end of my notes, I was like, at the end of the day, the story of the Pelicans will always come down to health. And as we seen, health
Wait,
strikes again. Like health be
wait.
running up the score on the Pelicans, bro.
When is what was Trey Murphy's injury? Because that I think that
He
determined.
like what was like his meniscus or something. I mean,
All
he
right,
was gonna
never
be
mind.
out till like December or something
Never
crazy.
mind. I'm taking the under.
Yeah,
I'm
Trey,
taking on.
yeah, Trey Murphy's like he's a dog. Like he's a dog. Them not having him hurts. And not having them for that long, especially when other players could get messed up, God forbid. Um, yeah, I just think stuff could snowball after that. So I'm gonna change my answer to under. I had over, but I'm gonna change to under.
what you think, huh?
I said I'm taking an under.
Yeah,
Um, I just feel even with Zion, like I don't want to say it, but
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Is he
so
focused on basketball?
Bro, Adam Silver been packed her up, bro. Don't even do it. So when the last time you heard from her, bro?
to do with basketball is just injuries. Like injuries is just they just up the score on the Pelicans. Like so, I don't know.
Bro,
I'm taking under.
love the.
Come on, bro. New York, another team that is at 44 and a half. I'm also taking I'm also taking a under. One,
I'm taking
Julius Randle stinks.
now. You want to know
Bullying.
why? I'm taking it over just for the simple fact that I don't think he's gonna play. Like as much as bad as he is, I don't think he's gonna play like this for the whole season. Like
It's like their offense feels stale, bro. And it really is. As much as it's easy to rag on Julius Randle, like I watched, like it was like two of the games I watched, their offense was stale, and it was really because he refuses to innovate his game, bro. It's like he's been on a few Knicks rosters at this point, and it's like, bro, the roster that you have right now is not going to cut you standing in a post trying to work a little shimmy, a little fader,
That,
trying to shot create like you Kevin Durant. Like it's not
yeah,
gonna
like
work like that, bro.
that mid post game where you do the side step on the
I
left.
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Like if he, but worst case scenario, he does keep up this level of play up until the deadline. I wouldn't be surprised that he's gone. I ain't gonna lie. Like they start like with Brunson playing the way he's playing. Like I think the front office might make that decision where they don't need him anymore.
They're
You
not trading him.
should, bro.
They're not trading him because nobody wants him. Like
But
I mean,
even in the
I still
Bucks, nobody
have
wants Julius Randle on their team.
I still have faith. I'm taking it over.
He gonna get traded to Utah.
you just keep saying Utah.
Because that's where all the unwanted players go. Like it never fails.
Lauri Markkinen on the Knicks would not be bad at all.
Why would they trade? But Utah's not trading Laurie Markkinen, though. That's the thing. He
They
gonna
gonna give you THT.
that's what I'm saying. Watch Colin Sexton be a Nick. Like, like that's what I'm saying. Like, that's where all the unwanted players go for nothing. Like, so I'm gonna keep saying Utah, but
We got.
oh wait,
we got one. Oh, go ahead.
I'm saying under, not because I hate New York or the Knicks, or even Julius Randle's bad play. My thing is just I just think like, and there was 44, right? 44.5.
Yeah, 44.
Like I don't even think they're going to be under that much. Like I think they're
Like 42, 43.
yeah, like they're easily a 40-win team. So like, I just don't see them going under 40. That's just it. Like they're good enough to win 40 games. That's it.
We got one more team at 44.5 here, and that is the OKC Thunder. And I'm just a little bit taking a over. Like I got them at like 40.
You want to know why I'm gonna take the? I saw their last game is the only reason why I'm taking it over. Like the way they play without Shea, like I'm not gonna say that they don't need. I'm not gonna say they don't need him, but the system that they have just works, and plugging him in the system just makes it work 10 times better. So I feel as though with the defensive lineup they have, how well Chet's been playing, like they're gonna win more than 44, more than
Yeah,
44.
yeah. My thing is like they're that's to me that's one of the teams that's majorly turning around this season. Like Nahum said, their system is great. Defensively, they're going to be one of the best defensive teams in the league. Uh, Lou Dort, for some reason, is turning into a shooter.
Bro, he been a shooter.
Nah,
What you talking
but
about?
like it's not streaky now. Like for some reason,
Ah,
like yeah, like
That's that's what the team needed though. For him to stay on the floor,
that's what
he
I'm
got
saying.
to be able to knock down shots.
Yeah, like he's consistently like hitting shots now. It's not just like one game he'll hit three and then the next game he'll hit none. You know what I'm saying? Uh so and then um J Dub is turning into like a ball guy now. Like he got the
J
ball in his
Dub,
hands.
so good.
He like you can I see him like learning from Shy. Like he does a lot of what Shy does with the ball in his hands. Like he got a nice low bump pickup on him. He got a nice low uh bump to the right side and then finish with the left hand. Like he does a lot of what Shay does. And then um I must say I was wrong about Chet. Chet is balling right
He's
now.
him. He's him, bro. It's like I know weight is important, but it's like as long as you have it, it's like
Yeah.
you can impact. Like if you that long, bro, you're gonna impact defensively. Like period.
Pause.
Nah, ain't no pause, bro. Play. He's playing. He's playing. He's not pausing. So it's like, but I agree with y'all. I think the only reason I said just by a little bit is just because how competitive the West is. So I feel like if it really go down to like they could win 46 games and they could be like the damn fifth or sixth seed. Like I think
Think
it will really be that competitive. But I mean like they just it looks so good. Like Sam Presti, he gotta get like a Nobel Peace Prize because like he really understands like what the game needed.
I think they're better than the Kings only because like the Kings obviously need De'Aaron Fox bad. Like De'Aaron Fox needs
Oh,
to play.
he is gonna be out.
Yeah, like De'Aaron Fox just need. Obviously, they need him to play in order for them to be good. Uh, so like obviously the Thunder proved to us that they don't necessarily need Shea to be a team that can go win games this season. So
Next we got Orlando at 36.5. I want the over. Give me the over.
I'm gonna take
This
the
shout out
over.
to
team wins games.
shout out to
This team wins games.
shout out to friends, shout out to Paulo, you know what I'm saying? Paulo top 5 power forward in the league, like I said. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Over, bro.
Paulo has been great. France has been just as good as he was last season. Jonathan Isaac came back and he was
Yeah, I ain't
on
gonna lie.
he was on demon timing.
Yeah, he looked good.
They was calling him the minister of defense. Feel me? Like, and then I have to give a special shout out to Jalen Suggs because my clock was ticking on him to show that he deserved to be a starter. And like
He's
he
cooking.
he had, he had became like an effort guy for them like the last 2 years, but now it's like he's the effort guy, and then he's also making them really crazy like impactful plays that impact winning. I could see him being like if he never pans out into like his own type of star player, like I could see him being like a little weird long Caruso, where
I
it's like
love
he
the
just
Knicks.
he just gives a lot of effort. He kind of paces the lineups, and like he'll make a crazy play on like both ends, and like that'll be his highlight. So it don't really jump off the box score, but I'm really glad that like he's choosing now to really pick up his effort because it's needed because now the roster's in a place where it's like they put it on the flow and they go out and win some games, and they won some games this year.
Yeah,
They just cooked the Lakers. They just cooked the Jazz. So it's like I'm glad that they're starting this season on this pace. So me and Mike taking the over. You taking the over?
Taking over, bro.
yeah. I
Next
think
up. Oh, go
like
ahead, go ahead.
I feel like that was easy. Like 30 was too low for them right
Bro,
now.
but see, when you a trash franchise for a grip, they start
I ain't gonna
putting it
lie. I
on
didn't
you.
think they was gonna have the Thunder app for 44.
Bro,
The
because of how
Thunder won
competitive
41 games last year,
because
bro.
of how competitive the West
Not worried.
is, bro. It was like 4 teams. They had at
I
44.
thought the Thunder was gonna be higher though. Like I thought it was gonna be like 46, 47, something like that.
Bro, it's still another West team on here that's on for 44. But
I'm not.
we got the Sixers, and they got the
What's it?
Sixers at 48 and a half. And I'm gonna keep it a super bean with you, bro.
I'm taking that.
Just based on what and I seen them play live. I watched every Sixers game, bro. I'm taking the over.
I'm taking the
Like
over. They look so. They
like
look great.
like I'm
Like
Nick Nurse's biggest hater. They treat him like Jesus over here, bro. I can't even hold you. But the lineups and they've played a range of talent. They play Phoenix. They play from Phoenix to the Blazers. They've looked great. The shining highlight of this, like we already know Tyrese. I'm gonna keep it short because we gotta run through this. But like Tyrese Maxey, he been on one. He's him. Like Embiid is Embiid. Like he gonna get it the way he get it. Like I don't even have the energy to complain about Embiid no more. Tobias Harris playing like his money on the line.
Playing like J. Cole on steroids.
Kelly Oubre, bro. Kelly
Kelly
Oubre, bro.
Oubre
That's what
Oubre, bro.
has floored me, bro.
Yo, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He's always been a good shooter, but I didn't think he was like he's been balling. Like
He's
yeah,
floored
yeah,
me, bro.
yeah,
He's
25
like
last
he's
year,
their
bro.
third best player right now, bro.
Yeah,
fourth,
easy.
And
fourth. I ain't gonna lie.
Actually, no, Tobias been hooping. I got
Tobias
Tobias
had
been
three. And the only reason why I got Tobias at 3 is because they're gonna have their third best defender. Like, granted, Kelly Oubre is not really getting no crazy defensive matchup, but you feel me? He's still killing. Tobias is killing the third best defender on him. So
My thing is
it's a
Kelly is
50-win team, bro.
my
no,
thing is I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna take the over too. Tyrese Maxey is arriving, and then I just think Kelly Oubre, for him to be the defender that he is for them, and then go ahead and drop the numbers that he's dropping on offense, it's amazing. So yeah, I easily got the 76ers over, and that's big coming from me. I hate the 76ers.
All right, so next we got Phoenix. I'm taking the under, bro. I'm taking the super under. Like
what's their over under?
the number don't even matter. 52.5.
Yeah.
I'm taking the super under, boy.
I think they still gonna be a 41 team though.
For
Easy,
sure they're
like
gonna be a
yeah,
41
easy. That's
team.
easy. We know that. We know that.
But it's like Booker's in and out. We still ain't seen Bradley Bill. Kevin Durant out there by himself getting cooked. So, and it's like
He just won today though. He had 41. He just won.
The inside defense looks so sorry. And it's like, granted, they wing depth is cool. Everything else is like
Eric Gordon he's looked good so far.
I didn't think Eric Gordon was gonna be bad because it's like you put Eric Gordon in a team where they just need people to shoot, and it's like that's easy money for him, bro. So it's like the Suns is just boof. They just boof for me right now. Like I don't even want to talk about the Suns. Like
I called this for the Suns, man. Like
bro, it's like we was talking about. We all called it, bro. So next we got Portland, 27.5. High key, I'm taking the under.
I'm taking under.
I'm taking the under.
I'm taking the under. Anthony Simons just got hurt.
Ant just got hurt. I will say Shea is sharp.
They didn't been balling.
I will say Shea is sharp.
Mad, man. Oh my god.
No. Mike. I want you
to think.
That same apology that you just gave for saying that Chet was gonna be this bad. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Scoot
I
looks
didn't say
horrible.
I didn't say Chet was gonna be bad. I just didn't think he was all like the hype he was getting. I didn't think he was all that. That's what I'm saying.
But Scoot has
But I
been
see the
horrible,
hype. That's
bro.
what I'm saying. Huh?
Like Scoot has been bottom, like
Yeah,
bottom of the
no, I
bottom.
know, bro. I'm mad about it, bro. I know.
No,
I
but
know.
one thing I can't say about Scoot though, like if you really watch the games though, like he just looks mad indecisive. Like it's not even one of those situations where like his talent isn't carrying over. I just don't think he knows
Yeah,
his
he's
place yet.
yeah, he's in his head. I don't. Yeah, he's not. He's figuring out his identity or how he wants to help the team. Like, and he doesn't know how to do that yet. I feel like that's what it is. But like, he got to figure that junk out fast because he
Not
getting
worried.
killed on Twitter.
Spurs.
His minutes,
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
his minutes getting cut. But go ahead.
So Spurs, they got one up over Portland. They got them at 28 and a half. I think I
I'm
still
taking it over. That's a yo. I ain't gonna lie. Anybody who takes the under, I just can't like, bro. Like that's a great ball club. Like Vincel's been hooping.
He just got injured,
yeah, he ain't played today. Yeah.
and that's why they
Wait,
lost. That's why they lost.
wait. What he get? What was his injury?
I don't even remember, but he's gonna miss some time.
Not word. I was gonna say I like that. I was gonna say I like that compliment between him and Vic, but yeah, unless Vic going out and getting 40 every night,
He's not.
yeah,
He trying though.
not word.
I can't even be bad at it.
Yeah, he is trying. My thing is like I I'm taking the under only because like I still even though like his numbers look good, but I just think like for him, he has the gift of being so agile and so also like he's going to impact easily regardless, if he's scoring or not. Uh, so like that's my thing with that, and also this is like um he spends too much of his time. Oh snap! He spends too much of his time like uh out on the perimeter, bro. Like that's my problem. So yeah, just to keep it short. That
Then we got the Kings at 44.5.
I'm taking the under.
I'm taking the over, bro.
I'm taking the under.
like
I'm not. I'm gonna be real. I feel like it all depends on how they play without Fox being there because you don't just plug a player like Fox back in and then just expect everything to go back up. Like if they're playing bad and Fox comes back in, Fox hasn't shown me like he's gonna. Oh, I'm bringing them with me whether they with me or not. Like he hasn't shown me that. Like as far like it takes him too long. There's no reason why you're going back and forth with the Lakers and then you decide you want to show up in the fourth quarter. Like bro, that's not you're not gonna get that. You're not gonna get that lucky every game, bro. Like you
it's not
gotta you gotta.
but it's not necessary with him. It's not necessarily luck. Like he just turns on in the fourth.
Nah,
Like
I'm saying as far as though like the score being that close.
oh, yeah, I feel you. I feel you. I understand.
Like
But
you gotta pick it up. You gotta pick it up from the jump. So that's why I'm taking the
my
under.
thing, my
I
thing
think
is
they got
bigger.
a team though. But
Yeah,
I'm just taking.
my thing is it's bigger than. It's like I want to take the over, but I gotta go with the under. Y'all know I love the Kings. Y'all know that's my West team, but I'm going with the under because like outside of De'Aaron Fox, like who else is there like that can like
Keegan Murray has been stepping up.
he has, but he just his with his situation, I just think he needs more time. Like by next year or the next two seasons at least, like I'm expecting like bigger things from him. Uh
Mhm.
Granted, it's only his second season, so like I'm not going to be too hard on him. But like Sabonis is trash offensively, bro. Like, come on, like they're letting you take layups and floaters, and you can't hit one.
Not
Like
word.
that's it with the Kings, man.
What you think, Harold?
Like I know it's good. I agree with you with the thing about Fox. I feel like, but at the same time, I think my one thing is just like I have faith in like what they're building. I feel like the momentum that they had last year, they're not going to take it for granted.
Okay.
But with Fox injured, it does
Let's
take the
think.
question because it's one of those teams where he's like a player like without him it's very 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 different. So it's like, but just off of my faith, I'm gonna take the over.
Okay.
Utah is 35.5. I'm taking the under. I'm sorry.
Take it.
I just feel like I just feel like it's just mid. Like for the West,
They
it's just mid.
they're seeing all the West teams 4 times a year, so it's like they're not really nah. It's good for them.
Like
Under.
last two, Washington. I no comments. No comments on Washington. 24.5.
Under.
Jay, I ain't gonna lie.
It's gonna be a long season.
Multiple 60-point games. Multiple 50-point games.
I apologize. Actually,
Like,
no, I don't apologize. I don't apologize. It's the beginning of this. It's the bro. We're 2 weeks in the season, bro.
oh my God, you can't keep saying that. He got the keys now, and he just it's like what me and Harry was talking about is happening early. Like he's already like doing.
When did you think it was gonna happen? Later down, it wasn't gonna happen late. Like once he gets, bro. I'm still saying I'm not. I take that apology back. I'm still, you feel me? But I'm still taking it under. I'm still taking it under. But
You saying he gonna drop 60 twice?
I got him for 260 balls this year. There's no way you don't. Like he's gonna take the shots for it, and he can't be cold all the time.
But
So
he
it's like,
can't make them. He can't make them.
all right, bro.
Last but not least, and I'm gonna wrap it up real nice for y'all to get us up out of here. We got the Toronto Raptors at 36.5.
Yo, Scotty Barnes is looking like that guy, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Scotty.
I'm gonna say this just so I can have it on record. I'm taking the under, but Scotty Barnes, God bless you, son.
That's your
Thank
team,
you.
bro. Where's
Thank
the
you.
faith?
You the last person.
You can't.
No,
You can't.
no. Listen. Mine is different. We be talking about championship with me. I just don't be wanting to jinx it because
Where's your tip at?
it's a superstition. It's a superstition thing. I don't want to say, oh yeah, we winning the championship, and then I look like the Dallas Cowboys.
You realize every time you say y'all not gonna win the championship, y'all haven't won the championship.
Yeah, I told the truth. I don't be wanting to say. I don't want to say we winning the championship.
Y'all winning this year?
Huh?
Are y'all winning this year?
There's a great chance.
Okay, bro.
I'm taking that. Hey man, Scotty, God bless you. Pascal, this not your offense no more. I'm sorry. We might have to check you out when it's about that time, February. Feel me? Dennis Schroeder, man, God bless you, bro. I tried to tell people Fred VanVleet wasn't all that. You know what I'm saying? Like he just be bringing the vibes back. He hitting threes. He hitting it with the freeze, and it's just like everything gonna be all right. But now 30 teams. That was our first episode in the NBA season. We're gonna have some more for y'all next week. Next week, be on the lookout. We may have some new faces popping in, helping us with the content. Of course, if you liked and you watching on YouTube, make sure to like, subscribe. If you listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, make sure to rate that a 5-star. Make sure to follow the pod. We are on Instagram. We are on TikTok. And we are going to see y'all next time around. Thank you for watching. Thank you all for listening. Love. We love y'all.